enjoy ka sa ligaya, magkukulitan nang hindi magsawa. Kulitan na hatid, pagbigyan lang ito sa pohon. Tawagan na yan sa piso mo ay ang pakinggan. Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, pampawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan tawanan, ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Anong oras na? Oras na para Kulitan na!
Hello po siya lahat! Live mula dito sa Walsik TV Studio. Sa aming studio na. Narito na ang mga balita ang ating ibabalita ngayong araw.
Eleksyon 2022.
Marcos Robredo barely moving final Pulse Asia survey, but Pacquiao overtakes Isko in third spot.
Eleksyon 2022.
Robredo nakita muli ang rider na sinakyan niya sa Cavite.
Eleksyon 2022.
Isko Moreno na tawag dito. Nangangarap pa rin na ma-endorso ng INC.
Eleksyon 2022.
Makabayan nag-endorso ng 10 Senate beds para sa Real Patriotic Change. Ano ba yan?
Eleksyon 2022.
At sa Gay Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta umayaw na sa kandidatur niya bilang senador.
Eleksyon 2022.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Live mula sa Walsik TV Studios. Kasama ninyong magbabalita si Renga Lemetera. Live sa Kulitan Na. Ito ang Balita. Magandang umaga Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Eto, ngayon po ay May 2, Monday. At medyo malagang ating ang ating tawag dito, ang ating stream. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Pero mukhang alam ko kung bakit. Dahil ko kasi nakabukas sa tab sa Chrome. Naglalag eh. Okay. Nasaan yung iba-background natin? COVID-19 update muna tayo mga kaibigan.
Kulitan na! Report! Pantay! COVID-19 sa Kulitan Na! $1,399 na bagong kaso ng COVID-19 na naitala ngayong linggo.
mula April 25 hanggang May 1, 2022. Nadagdagan naman mga kaibigan ng 215 ang mga namatay at 723 naman ang may severe o critical na admission. 75.45% sa target population ang fully vaccinated na, habang sa senior citizens na target population ay 76.48 pa lang ang nakakamit. 16.1% ang ICU bed utilization at 16.3% ang non-ICU bed utilization.
Kulitan na!
Report! Pantay! COVID-19 sa Kulitan Na!
Simulan natin mga kaibigan ng mga pagbabalita. Simulan na natin. Ito nga po pala ang balitang walang kwenta. Balitang balita! Unang balita sa araw na ito. Marcos at Robredo, konti lang ang pinagkaiba sa huling Pulse Asia Survey, pero na-overtake na ni Pacquiao si Isko Moreno.
Eleksyon 2022.
Ito na mga kaibigan ang balita galing sa CNN Philippines. A latest independent presidential preference survey showed former Senator Bongbong Marcos maintained his lead, while Vice President Leni Robredo was a distant second less than a month into the election. Senator Manny Pacquiao edged Manila Mayor Isko Moreno out of third spot, while the rest of the candidates followed suit with a single-digit score. On April 16 to 21 survey published by the pollster on Monday, Marcos retained his 56% preference rating, while Robredo followed with a 23% score, 1% lower than her March rating. Pacquiao placed third with a 7% rating, 1% higher than his score in March. Moreno recorded a 4% score, significantly lower than his 8% rating in March. Senator Ping Lacson continues to lag behind his key rivals with a 2% score, followed by Ernie Abella, Faisal Magundadato, Leo de Guzman, Norberto Gonzales, and Jose Montemayor. Among the vice presidential candidates, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte is still the most preferred bet with a 55% rating, followed by Senate President Tito Soto with 18%, Senator Kiko Pangilinan with 16%, Dr. Willie Ong with 3%, and Manny Lopez with 1%, rounding up the top 5. Buhay Party List Representative Lito Atienza fell from the 5th to the 6th spot with a 0.5% rating, followed by Walden Bello with 0.4%, Carlos Serapio with 0.3%, and Rizalito David with 0.1%. Pulse Asia listed the controversial joint Eastern media briefing of presidential candidates as one of the key developments that took place during the conduct of the survey. On April 17, Moreno called on Robredo to withdraw from the race, claiming that whatever she is doing is not effective against Marcos. Moreno, along with Lacson and Gonzales, stressed that they are not going to quit the race despite the supposed calls from Robredo's camp to do so. Pacquiao was initially invited to the presser, did not show up. He and the two other candidates distanced themselves from Moreno's withdrawal call. Other developments cited by the pollster were the dismissal of Marcos' last disqualification case and the Bukidnon shooting that nearly hit the Guzman during his visit to an indigenous community, among others. Marcos also shows a wide lead from his main contender among voters grouped according to their educational attainment. Among voters with no formal education or have only reached elementary level, He got a 49% rating. Kaya pala. Kaya pala ang taas ng score niya. He scored 58% both among voters who completed up to high school and college. At least buti pa yung may pinag-aralan eh. No? 54% among those who took vocational courses, a higher score of 60% among those who went to but did not finish to high school, and 61% to underwent but did not finish college. Ano ba yan? Ang laway ko kasi. Marcos running mate Duterte also scored a 49% rating among voters with no formal education, 57% for voters who finish up to high school and up to college, 59% among those who took vocational courses, 53% among those who went to but did not finish high school, and 68% among those who went to but did not finish college. Their lead across these areas is more than half of their main rivals, Robredo and Soto, respectively. Okay, next balita na tayo. Okay na yan. Robredo! Bagal kasi ng internet eh. Smart naman, ano yan? Robredo reunites with rider she hitched a ride with in Cavite. So from ABS-CBN News.
Eleksyon 2022.
When Vice President Leni Robredo nearly missed her cue in the program for her first rally in Cavite in March due to heavy traffic, one Sherwin Abdon came to her rescue by giving her a ride on his motorcycle to the General Trias Sports Complex. In Robredo's return to Cavite on Sunday, Abdon and Robredo were reunited. Robredo revealed the crowd that when she first met Abdon, she didn't know that the man he was riding with rooted for her rival, Bongbong Marcos Jr. Sa mga di nakakaalam ay dating supporter ni Bongbong Marcos Jr. ang naging rider ni Robredo noon. Ito sabi ni Robredo, alam nyo ang kwento ni Tin? Kung meron daw ditong pinaka-loyalista sa kabilang kampo, sila iyon dalawa. Sumasama pa sila sa motorcade dati. Ayun yung sabi niya. Ito pa, dagdag pa niya, napakabait. Nakarating ako sa rally site buong buo. Oo, safe na safe dahil kay Kuyang Rider. Dagdag pa niya, hindi po namin pinag-usapan ng politika, nagkwentuhan po kami pamunta sa rally site. Since the incident, Abdon received attention online and was at the receiving end of hate from supporters of the rival camp after he revealed his support swaying to Robredo's side. This, Tin wrote in a lengthy Facebook post, is what ultimately converted them to become kakampings with Robredo supporters welcoming them with open arms. Talking to the Abdons backstage, they told ABS-CBN News that they have now become immune to hate thrown from the other camp and instead focus on campaigning for Robredo. Ito sabi ni Robredo, ngayon po hindi lang sa na-convert na siya, napakasipag pang gumalaw. Dahil nga nabibigyan ng regalo yung Abdon family, okay? The couple have joined house-to-house campaign activities for Robredo, meeting celebrities who volunteer with them, and have even joined Robredo's children, Aika, Trisha, and Jillian, in their residential runs to campaign. Tin regularly posts on social media their activities and joining her followers and their circles to campaign with them. Robredo implored the crowd to look to the Abdon story when looking in their own house-to-house campaigning. Ito sabi... Sino nagsabi nito? Basta kung sino nagsabi nito. Ang pinakasikreto ang nakita natin dito sa dalawa. Buksan natin ang ating mga puso. Kahit iba yung paniniwala, mahalin pa rin natin sila. Siguro ito yung sabi ni Tin Abdon, okay? Robredo's second rally in Cavite was attended by some 100,000 said local organizers, double the attendance of her first rally in General Trias of 47,000. Her Dasmariñas rally concludes her tour of Calabarzon this week. In her return to the province, This time, she has the backing of the powerful Barzagas, headed by Cavite 4th District headed by the Cavite 4th District Representative Elpidio P.D. Barzaga. Barzaga look back on the Cavite's people's history of standing up against colonizers and oppressors from the Spanish of the Japanese occupation, and especially during the martial law. Ito sabi ni Barzaga sa introduction niya kay Robredo. Ngayon, tumindig na naman tayo para sa demokrasya at higit sa lahat, para sa magandang kinabukasan ng ating mga mamamayan, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kabataan. Sherwin and Tin, Jane Barzaga, Tasmanias Mayor Jenny Barzaga, and Cavite 3rd District Representative A.A. Advincula in Racing Robredo and Pangilinan San at the Dasmariñas Rally.
Eleksyon 2022.
Ito naman ang kapal na mukha. Isko Moreno stays still hoping for INC endorsement.
Eleksyon 2022.
Manila City Mayor and Presidential hopeful Isko Moreno said he's still gunning for the endorsement of the influential Iglesia ni Cristo, saying the black voting religious group will definitely boost his bid to become the next president of the country. Ito sabi ni Moreno, every vote of yours is important. Every single vote when you add up is a lot. So all kinds of help is needed. Sabi niya sa Reporters in Filipino in a chance in interview in Lingayen, Pangasinan, when asked about whether he was still hoping for endorsement of the powerful church. As if any of the INC leadership already talked to him and Action Democratico candidates, Moreno responded in the negative, adding that it's the candidate who should be approaching the church leaders. Ito sabi ni Moreno. No, we go there. For me, as matter of fact, I always ask for the help of Iglesia ni Cristo. I always write. I ask for the help of our brethren in the church, the general manager. Everyone I ask for help because I need help. But for now, let's work together. What is our common denominator first? He added that usually they don't answer, they will tell you when. Moreno said that when he ran for Manila Mayor in 2019, he eventually secured the INC endorsement and he won, becoming the 22nd Mayor of Manila despite running a close third place in the pre-election surveys at the time. Ito sabi ni Moreno ulit. I'm always grateful to those people who are helping us, and we don't forget those people who are with us on the way up, because these are the same people that we are going to meet on the way down, because the principle of gravity will be applied to everybody. Anything that goes up must come down. The INC has an estimated 3 million members in the Philippines and in over 150 countries and territories overseas. It was founded by Felix Manalo, fondly called Felix by his followers, who served as the first executive minister of INC. The INC usually announced its choice of candidates to support a few days before election day. Moreno went on to push another false claim that called for other candidates to withdraw in order to have a one-on-one showdown between Robredo and Marcos Jr. are an indication that politics in the Philippines since 1986 has been a conflict between two families and two colors. Ayun na naman siya. This despite the past 6 presidents coming from 4 different political parties. In the same interview, Moreno again called on the people to put a stop to what he said was the decade-long conflict between the Marcoses and the Aquinos to vote for a candidate who will give them peace of mind and a chance for a better life. Ayun na may mga kayabangan. What I'm offering you now, sabi niya, what I'm offering you now, compatriots, with just a few days before the elections, we will choose the new president of the country. Let's end the fight between red and yellow, to the businessmen, to the workers, to the mothers and fathers at home. Kung ano man yan. Dahil niya sinabi. Para lang mapahaba yung parang estudyante. Who cancel the ay, nako. Next, balita na tayo agad.
Eleksyon 2022.
Makabayan endorses 10 Senate beds for real patriotic change.
Eleksyon 2022.
The Progressive Makabayan Coalition barred on Tuesday a full 12-person lineup of senatorial candidates it is supporting in the elections as its partners for real patriotic change. In a statement read at a press conference, Makabayan said it is backing the following Senate bets alongside the senatorial candidates former Representative Nery Colmenares and Kalusang Mayo Uno Chairperson Elmer Labog. Maliban doon, ito yung mga nadagdag sa kanilang slate. Una si former Representative Teddy Bagilat, former Vice President Jejo Marbinay, Senator Laila de Lima, Free Legal Assistance Group Chairperson Chal Dioknyo, Sorsogon Governor Chis Escudero, buknuran ng magagawang Pilipino President Luke Espiritu, Senator Liza Hontiveros, Lawyer Alex Lacson, House Deputy Speaker Loren de Garda, and Federation of Pre-Workers President Sani Matula. Ito sabi ng Makabayan, inihayag namin ang suporta sa kanila dahil sa track record nila na pakipagtulungan sa Makabayan sa mga piling mahalagang issue at laban ng mamamayan. Among these issues are socio-economic and political reforms to address the roots of the communist insurgency, pushing for the resumption of peace talks, human rights, amending the anti-terrorism law, stopping red tagging and political repression, and asserting the country's sovereignty against foreign powers. Ano sabi ng Makabayan? Mahalaga ang pagkakaisang ito upang may panalo ang interes ng mamamayan at umangat ang kabuhayan ng nakakarami. Matigil ang paglabag sa mga karapatan ng pantao at muli mabuksan ang usapang pangkapayapaan. Its senatorial lineup slightly differs from the tickets of opposition coalition One Sambayan, which Makabayan is part of, and a presidential candidate Vice President Leni Robredo, who is being backed by the Progressive group. Not included in Makabayan's list but included on both One Sambayan and Robredo's slate are Richard Gordon and Antonio Trillanes IV. Makabayan also did not include former Representative Monsur del Rosario, who is the latest addition to One Sambayan's lineup. The Progressive Coalition also snubs Senate Majority Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri and Senator Joel Villanueva, who are amongst Robredo's guest Senate candidates.
Eleksyon 2022.
Huli ng balita mga kaibigan sa GIP. Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta quits bid for Senate seat.
Eleksyon 2022.
Sa GIP Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta has withdrawn his senatorial candidacy. Commissioner George Garcia confirmed the development to GMA News Tina Panganiban Perez. Ito sabi ni Garcia, it was accepted by the N-Bank kanina. In a statement, Marcoleta cited poor performance in the pre-election surveys as the reason for his withdrawal from the campaign. Ito sabi ni Marcoleta, the fighter in me should also be brave enough to read the writings on the wall. Let's call a spade a spade. Nagdag pa niya, I will be in debt forever to several people who chip in their resources, time, and tons of hard work into my memorable campaign. Marcoleta said he would continue to support the campaign of former Senator Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Sarah Duterte, and the senatorial candidates of Unity ng Philippine Advance. He thanked President Rodrigo Duterte for his positive and generous endorsement, together with the efforts of PDP Laban and the People's Reform Party, who also adopted him lately as its senatorial candidate.
Eleksyon 2022.
So ang ibig sabihin po mga kaibigan nun, dahil bumitiw na po sa kanyang takbo bilang senador si Rodante Marcoleta, ay lahat ng boto na matatanggap ni Rodante Marcoleta ay wala nang kwenta. Okay. Kaya, ayan. Okay, next week, live po tayo sa bilangan ng boto sa eleksyon 2022 sa May 9. Sana all. O, diba? Hindi lang nagbukas sa cellphone ko after natin. Kaya, abangan niyo po ang part 2 ng eleksyon 2022 special ng Kulitan Na.
Eleksyon 2022.
Maging mapanuri sa ibobotong kandidato dahil sa boto mo nakasalalay ang kinabukasan ng Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyo manonood, pakinig at pakipagkulitan din sa
Kulitan Na!
next week, part 2 na ng election 2022. Bilangan na tayo, dali! Baka may matanggap tayo na, cash. charot lang. Bye-bye!
Kulitan Na!
Tayo ay magsaya at iwanan ang problema. Mag-e-enjoy ka sa ligaya, magkukulitan nang hindi magsawa. Kulitan na hatid, pakinggan na ito sa phone. Tawanan na lang yan sa PC mo, ay ang pakinggan. Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, pampawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Anong oras na? Oras na para Kulitan Na!